Hey, whoa, look at that glare. What's up, YouTube land? This is Leo, making another video for you guys about being a CCA with the post office, right? Last video, and I've been a little flip-floppy with my videos. I got some Disneyland videos. You'll find that with my channel. I post lots of different things all the time on my channel. This video I'm going to try to make a lot quicker, a lot shorter than the last video. So basically, I'll talk to you about my very first Amazon Sunday, and then we'll go from there. In case you're wanting to know, I am no longer with the post office. So if that gives you a hint as to how I felt about the job, well, there you go. You got a preview of it before I go on and make the next video. So I show up for Amazon Sunday, which is also my first actual day of work outside of Academy. So no supervisor actually helped me. It was more like helpful other CCAs that were helpful wanted to help me and make sure that I succeeded, and they showed me how to use a scanner so that you could put all your packages in a sequence order. If you're wondering how that all works, just a quick overview of it is basically you have a scanner, you get it into a certain mode, and then you're going to scan the tracking on each individual parcel that you have, and it'll tell you what section of the route it's on and its sequence order. So basically think about it like this: every neighborhood starts with a certain number. There's a 1 somewhere. And then each house just goes up 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, all the way up until the thousands, you know, depending on how big the route is or whatever. So every house has a number, and then and then it's divided into 6 sections. So this will tell you, you know, section 1 through 6, and then you've got your piece number. And so that way you can kind of load up your truck with, like, you know, section 1 first, if your route happens to work out like that, and then section 2, 3, you know, and do the route that way. And also you can deliver it in that sequence order as well. And I'll tell you up front, helpful hint to the job is it's not always best to do it in sequence order. Sometimes it has you jumping from spot to spot, and sometimes the sections don't quite make sense, and they have you backtracking and things like that. So I actually downloaded an app that helped me. You just kind of scan the addresses, and then it routes it in the best driving order for you. And that was kind of handy, but I didn't find out about that until several weeks later. So definitely first Amazon Sunday, and the first time you're out there, you're just going to be kind of following the sequence orders, or you're going to be lining them up based off of the street that they're on. So like if you've got an Oak Avenue, you're going to have all your Oak Avenues in one spot, you know, that kind of thing. The thing I want to let you all know is the job is very old-fashioned in how you find addresses. They're not set up to where, let me backtrack a little bit. There's a thing called dynamic delivery. So on Amazon Sundays, you can kind of follow dynamic delivery. It routes you, but it routes you really freaking goofy, and it's supposed to be so that maybe, I think, the side of your vehicle is always toward the side of the house you're delivering on, but it just has you do really kooky things, and you're not going to want to be following it 100% of the time, because even when it comes to keeping your vehicle on a certain side of the street, which isn't necessary but helpful, it's still bad. It's still bad at that. So back to me saying the job is really like manual. On a day-to-day basis, you're literally following the mail, you're following the packages. You have no idea where these addresses are. You don't have GPS to follow. You're welcome to use your own phone with that. Like I said, when you download that app, then it kind of helps you out. I know Amazon DSPs, for example, up in cities have an app, and it loads up all of your stops, and it'll just guide you stop to stop to stop, tell you what packages you're delivering, and then, you know, you take a photo of your delivery and you continue on, and it just routes you and routes you and routes you. So helpful. So 2022, the way things should be. Post office is not like that. It's very manual. So if you feel like you're going to struggle with that, guess what? You're probably going to struggle with that. So I get out there on Sunday, and it's hot. This is middle of summer. It's probably 95 to 100 degrees. And I get about halfway through and I start having signs of heat exhaustion, muscle cramps, all sorts of stuff. As you guys can tell just by looking at me, okay, I'm a fluffy boy. I'm not in the best shape. And it was tough. You know, the job is tough. Simple, okay, especially Amazon Sunday when you're only doing parcels. Pretty simple job. However, it is really tough physically, and it kicked my butt. And at the end of the day, toward the end of the day, I did throw up. I was hydrated, and it didn't help. Let me tell you, I was just not used to the kind of demands that we're going to have. And the thing is, though, after that, it never happened again. I worked out in the heat plenty after that for the post office, and I didn't throw up. I didn't have muscle cramps. I was, you know, it was just that first day. I had to get through that first day. So just giving you an idea on what to watch out for on your first day out there. And like I said, those are the tips I can give you. I'll tell you how I loaded my LLV. So section 1, as long as it fit, section 1 would go up on the tray next to you, to your left. So it's right there with you. Section 2 would go immediately behind that. Section 3 would be in the back left corner of your LLV. Section 4, I just did closest on the right side. Section 5 in the middle. Section 6 in the back right. Not how it's labeled, by the way. There some LLVs have numbers back there that kind of show you, hey, this is for section. I never followed that. I kind of did it how I just described it. As I got done with section 1, I would take section 2 and put it up on the shelf area, scooch them up, you know, and as you go and as you clear out the LLV, I'm scooching up my sections so that they're more accessible. So also watch out for your head when you're back there digging around through parcels. Those trucks are not that tall. So okay, so I hope this helps you out a little bit on your first day, or even a little description of what Amazon Sunday is like. My next video, I'm going to talk to you a little bit more about what I experienced while working for the post office. Also, what a friend of mine experienced working at the post office, who was also a CCA. However, he was in a different city than me. So I'll leave it at this. Neither of us are still employed with the post office. Both of us started expecting this to be a career, wanting it to be a career, and being excited for the job. We both were there. We were on board with that. But stuff happens, and like I said in the next video, I'll tell you what happens, boys and girls, and hopefully it won't be any longer than a few days before I get that one posted up here. All right, you guys, have a great day. Bye-bye.